Cars Toy Club, and today we're doing another egg video for you guys. We're going to be opening up a total of 20 items, including 15 blind boxes and 5 Play-Doh eggs. Now we're going to start the video off by opening up a blind box right here in the front row. And I want to start with a new one for the channel. This is going to be the Scribblenauts Unmasked Series number 4. We've done 1, 2, and 3. This is going to be number 4, and here's going to be some of the figures that you can collect. The one that I want is going to be the Catwoman right there. Let's go ahead and get this first one opened up. And it looks like we got Batman Beyond. So let's go ahead and get him out of the package and on his base. And if you notice, the Batman actually has a question mark out of 18, so it doesn't even tell you the odds for that one. In fact, a lot of them have question marks. He's got kind of like a black and white belt on him, so that's a pretty cool one. Next up, let's go ahead and open up the Sleeping Beauty Vinylmation. We got some really cool figures out of this one so far. Let's see what we get for this one. And I don't know what that one is. That one is going to be the Maleficent Goon. So there's the Goon. He's kind of drooling a little bit. I don't know if that's, I wasn't sure if that was like a spot on him or if it's supposed to be like that, but I think it's actually supposed to be like that. Got a little bit of drool on him. Now, let's go ahead and open up the BFFS blind box. Now, a lot of you guys have been requesting these every week. Don't worry, we're actually going to be doing an entire video next week of the BFFs. So, you guys that have been asking for it, it is coming. And for this one, if I ever get it out of the package, we got the Marshmallow. There we go. So we got a marshmallow and a fork. And here's the card that it goes with. It's S. Morrison and Rusty Jr. On the back it says, "Let's cuddle by the fire." And I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. In next week's video, I open this one and I say, this is the first one we've gotten on the channel. Well, I already recorded that video yesterday, but it's going to be uploaded next Monday. So when you guys hear that, you're going to go, well, you got that in last week's egg video. Well, I did, but again, I had already recorded the BFFs video for you guys. So this one is going to be Sword Art Online. And here is the character that we got, and I'll go ahead and get him on his base so we can take a better look at him. So here's our little samurai, and again, these are the bases that don't actually snap on, so there's nothing that actually holds him onto the base. He just kind of sits on there, which is a little unfortunate. I kind of wish they would have made him actually snap on there, but there's a look at the back. He's got kind of like a little sword that he's holding right there. He's ready to do some combat. Go ahead and set him down. And speaking of combat, we actually do have a Art of War Dunny blind box for you guys. We've done a few of these so far. This is one of the sets that I really like. These are the blind boxes that I get pretty excited about. I really like the Dunnies. And for this one, wow, this one's got a lot of pieces to them. So here's our figure. And it says, "Abel was I ear, I saw Elba." I don't really know what that means, but I'll get him put together real quick and we'll check him out. So here's our little figure. I think that might be French. I'm not really sure, but it's like a little crate that he can carry some goods in, but he can also stand on it as well. So it's kind of like his little base. So it's kind of a neat figure. It's definitely different. It's a lot different than anything else we've gotten from the Duddies. Next, let's open up the Ghostland tin. And these are the tins. You know, I really like the tins. I like the tins more than the figures inside of here. But for this one, we got some sort of puffball ghost. Looks kind of like a blowfish. These are kind of like, I guess, alien ghosts, maybe. And he almost looks like he'll open up, but yeah, he won't open, but he can turn. So you can kind of spin him around and face him in different ways. Now, if you're wondering where I got some of these blind boxes, a lot of them came from a website called blindboxes.com. Some of them I've also gotten off of eBay. Like this one came from eBay. There's certain blind boxes that are actually like really hard to find, or they didn't make a lot of them. So for those I usually go to eBay for. But the blind box website actually has most of the more common blind boxes. And it looks like we got the little squirrel again. So this one's called Sherbet. He's a 2 in 20. I'll go ahead and get his ears and, or excuse me, his arbs put on. We'll see what he looks like. So here's our Sherman. I wanted to say ears because I was thinking of the Chaos Buddies that look kind of like this, where you have to put their ears on. But here's our little squirrel. It's kind of a neat one. We have gotten that one in the past, a long time ago. Now, let's go ahead and open up the Little Mermaid. And I think a lot of you guys have been rooting for me to try to get this Ariel. We still have not gotten her, and we've opened a good bit of the case. So, man, if it doesn't come out of this one, we're really... this has got to be like the longest streak. Yeah, I mean, wow. We're kind of going on a streak here with how many we could open without getting her. But this is going to be Flounder again. We'll set him down right here in the middle. Now let's go ahead and open up. This is going to be the Simpsons keychain. Here's a look at one side. Here's a look at the other. And in the video, I said I know what most of these items are, and we got the bat, and I said I thought it was Nelson's bat, and one of you guys commented and said you thought it was Homer's bat from where he was a baseball player, and you might be right. I might have been wrong about this. So it looks like we got Maggie's pacifier. That's kind of like the classic Simpsons item right there, her pacifier. I think anybody that's watched the Simpsons episode's probably going to know what that one is. We'll set that down, and let's go ahead and open up a Fat Cap series number 3. And I will have to tell you guys, I am just as excited about the Play-Doh eggs in this week's video as I am about the blind boxes, because we have some really cool stuff in some of these Play-Doh eggs. We got some new stuff too. And sometimes it's kind of hard to find surprise packs for the Play-Doh eggs, some good ones anyways, but this week we definitely have some really good ones. So this one, you know, this one looks kind of like a stormtrooper. He kind of has like a Star Wars stormtrooper kind of look to him, and he's got like a little face on the back. In fact, if you turn it around, now he could have 2 faces. That's kind of a fun one. And he's got a little tongue right there too. It looks kind of like a tongue. I don't know. That's definitely a fun little figure. And let's just go ahead and open up one more blind box, and then we're going to do some Play-Doh eggs. So this is going to be another one-piece blind box. These are the anime style one-piece blind boxes, I guess. And here's the figure that we got. Very silly looking character. So I'll get them put together real quick and we'll check them out. So here's our figure, and this is probably the coolest one-piece character that I've seen come out of a blind box yet. What do you guys think that actually are familiar with this series? I'm not. I don't even know.